As of now, Content Cop, 3.2 million views in one day. Content Nuke, 3.3 million views all time. Yeah, that means that it has more than 3.2 million views in one day because YouTube doesn't show the actual views. I saw that though, yeah. If it says 3.2, that means it's probably 3.4 at this point because YouTube doesn't show the actual view count instantly, especially when a video's out in the first 24 hours. It takes a while for it to catch up. React to it, please. I did. Kind of sounds like Trump pumping up your view numbers. Wait, what? My view numbers? It's not my video. What chances do you think the Green Party will have breaking through Canada's election this month? I don't know. Lola Hassan needing view pumping? Yeah. Did that change on YouTube? I know it was a thing, but I thought it was only for like the first 4 hours. Yeah, not only did I watch it, come on, bro, it's basically your video, lol. I don't know why you're saying that, because if it was my video, I would have hyper-focused, laser-focused on just the politics of it all, for the record. As I have covered Ethan Klein's insane extended crash out over the course of the past couple of months, and every single time I did, I hyper-focused either on quickly talking about whatever kind of slanderous statement he was making about me, and then moving on to issues that actually matter, which is issues that pertain to the politics of it all. That's what I care about. That's what I do. This was D's framing, and likely why people are coming in here saying that. His viewers are saying you paid to commission the video. Yeah, definitely. It's good that this to me implies that the haters have reached a new level of copium if they're simply engaging in QAnon style conspiracies again to suspect that I paid iDubbbz's to make this video. The video is about friendship and a bunch of people are just inserting themselves in the conversation. Yeah, for many it's more. It's more than that. For a lot of iDubbbz's former fans, this video is just another moment where iDubbbz's is turning into DEI Dubbbz. You know, he's woke now. He's just completely captured. There's an order of priority for right-wing reactionaries online. It's just about who they resent more, right? I'm the number one enemy. Ethan used to be the number one enemy for a lot of them. I have become the number one enemy for many of them, which is why they will lend support to Ethan strategically while still saying he sucks. For many of iDubbbz's former fans, fallen fans, was a horrible moment because they don't really like Ethan either, but they certainly hate me, Frogan and Denims and all these other like usual villains of Keemstar Orbiter drama slop tubers. So it is a collection of some of the worst parts of the internet coming together to be like, this sucks actually. But I think for a lot of normies, they probably look at this and they're like, oh, XQC watched it and was on Ethan Klein's side. Yeah, that's not even remotely shocking. That's the least shocking thing I've ever heard. XQC's order of priority is fuck Hasan. That's at the tip. That's at the top. So if someone is doing fuck Hasan, he's not gonna, like, he'll maybe be a little bit critical, but he'll jump on the fuck Hasan ship. I'm begging you to get back to meaningful news, please. Dude, this is hilarious. Brother, I took a fucking 3-minute sidestep after 2 hours and 3 minutes of nonstop news coverage, and you literally can't even stand for a fucking, not even a 3-minute, like a 30-second sidestep. It's like, dude, get back to the news right now. The sheer cope and the cult's kind of fun to watch. Apparently hitting 3 million views in a day is doing poorly. I think that the concept of like content cop and call out videos like this are a remnant of an old internet. That's just the unfortunate reality. I think most people just know how shitty their favorite content creators are and they don't give a shit. The reality of the matter is, like, even with someone like myself, right? There is an endless sea of misinformation that people have pumped out there that has created this idea that I'm like a fucking arch villain, right? Just a bad person who doesn't care about the issues he speaks on, grifter, yada, yada, yada. Of course, people that want to make up their own minds can come here and you know, look into it on their own. But for many people, even like truly evil content creators that do awful shit, truly awful shit, their audiences don't really care. Like there's nothing that will shake away people's support. Maybe you can like maybe you can chip away at some of those in the margins, but that's it. I used to be an Asman fan before he fell off the cliff. Yeah, I mean, that happens. There's still people that, again, there's still people that are independent thinkers, people that choose to make up their own minds that are being fucking manipulated by some of the dumbest people that you've ever encountered, that lay out a convincing argument by rehashing shit that they saw on subreddits, right? just basically repeating Reddit comments and then slapping that together and being like, well, this is my well-sourced YouTube essay. They are perma-stalk calling you terrorist, so that makes people curious. Yeah. Do you think the video will make Ethan rethink some things? I would be shocked. Genuinely shocked. If you listen to the Steiny app, he brings up Ethan, I think, towards the end. And he's like, can there ever be reconciliation? And I basically said, like, he would have to apologize for all of the things that he's done. He'd have to, like, look within. And he literally laughed at that. He was like, that's not going to happen. The entire reason I'm here is because someone hated on you one time, and instead of watching the 5 out of context clips in a Discord, I came here and sat for a stream. Almost a year later, I'm basically here every fucking day. The ironic thing is people who posted those clips probably would agree with a lot of what you would have to say if they actually would just watch you for an hour. I know. Yeah, 100%. That's why I try to uncompromisingly doing what I'm doing with the hopes that, with the belief, maybe it's naivete, but the belief that like people will maybe by accident, by choice, maybe will come in here and make up their own minds, even if the well has been poisoned long before they ever encounter my content, without a filter that says this is the worst evil villain of all time. Bro, people hate watch you all the time. No, I know that. I'm saying that there's only so much hate watching you can do before you realize, like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I doing? This person I don't think is the evil villain that I think he is. I think there are plenty of people in here that also came in with that motivation and then had their minds changed too.